We're always told to fight our bad habits, right? But what if that's exactly why we keep failing?
So, let's start with a question that totally reframes this whole struggle. What if it's an internal war?
Okay, let's look at this through the story of one guy trapped in a cycle. You probably know the one.
His goals were pretty standard stuff. He just wanted to stop these things that were hurting his life.
And the pattern was always the same. A big decision, a little bit of control, and then collapse. Sound familiar?
And why? Because, like a lot of us, he was basically fighting a civil war with himself. You've got two voices inside, right? The critic screaming, "Do better," and the other just wanting some peace.
Now here's the trap. We think discipline means shutting that second voice up, but that just builds the pressure.
So let's get into the science, because this is fascinating. Fighting a habit actually triggers a threat response in your brain.
Resisting an urge literally tells your brain there's danger. This floods you with stress and makes you crave relief. So listen, this isn't you being weak. This is just your brain's survival wiring kicking in.
To really change, we have to get this. Every single habit started out as a solution to a problem.
A better way to think of a habit? It's just an old strategy your brain uses to feel better, fast. See, your brain isn't asking if smoking is healthy. It's asking, does this stop my anxiety right now? So the habit's not the villain here. It's just old, buggy software that needs an update. Okay, the real key to changing all this, it's in this tiny little gap that we almost always miss. So instead of fighting that urge, what if you just watched it with a little bit of curiosity? The second you just notice it, you switch from your brain's autopilot to the part that actually makes choices. And you start to see that cravings are just waves. They come, they get big, and then they just go away. This is why tiny changes work. Your brain doesn't even notice them, so it doesn't fight back. Consistency is key. And here's the magic. These little actions actually start to change who you think you are. But none of this works without self-compassion. Beating yourself up just makes your brain defensive and unwilling to learn. So what's the big takeaway? Stop the war. You don't break habits, you just outgrow them.